I was cast in a film, a Marathi film, and then 2 days prior to the shoot, I was replaced. So I was told that I'm squint, right?
What? Hey guys, my name is Shravan Shah, and today I'm going to be having a conversation with the super talented Sai Tamhankar in the house.
Yes!
Literally.
Shaman in the house!
Literally, we are in your palatial abode, like they call it. Dude, I love your house. What a vibe.
Thank you.
I mean, so proud of you.
Thank
Just
you.
so proud of you. But listen, Malvat Murders, bro, what's with the series, man? I mean, the kind of love that you guys have been getting. IMDb 7.1. That's a great rating
Yeah.
for a show to have. Now, I want to ask you this: that when has Sai realized that I'm going to pick up content now that actually shifts the envelope massively?
Actually, honestly, there is no such thought.
Okay.
It is all instinct based, and it
Okay.
has been instinct based. Something, my voice inside my gut tells me that, okay, girl, you should do it. And that's the criteria.
Okay.
But I make sure that you get to see me in a different avatar from my previous work.
Yeah.
You know, that's sort of my responsibility.
For
and
sure.
I really try and maintain that hygiene.
Yeah.
And I think when you do that, the directors, producers are able to see you in a different light.
Yeah.
And that's amazing, I think.
Yeah. No, but listen, like, you are one of the actors who actually saw stardom in its rawest form, okay, before this social media influx
Yeah.
happened, right? You were a leading lady in the Marathi industry when there was no Instagram, when there was no social media per se, okay? And you know the meaning of stardom. With social media influx coming in, okay, is there a fear of, oh, we have to keep up with this, we have to keep up with that?
It's a very good question. Sometimes there is pressure, but I think that pressure we invite it. It does not exist.
Okay.
It's in your head. It's more or less 75% created by you.
Okay.
You want to be in that race.
Okay.
So I think sometimes it is really important to let it all go and just be yourself. If you see me on my social media, I am completely myself.
Yeah.
And I think that works for me.
Yeah.
People say that, there are two personalities. One is for social media and one is... I'm not like that in real life also.
Yeah.
Like if you ask me to put on a mask, I'll probably remove it in 10 seconds and I'll be like,
Yeah.
nahi ho raha hai mujhse. So I think it reflects in my social
Yeah.
behavior on social media. Having said that, I never succumb to this pressure. I'll be very honest, there is pressure. Like sometimes
Yeah.
we get advised to post something daily on a regular basis.
Yeah.
And I'm not a person who would wake up, click pictures and post, because I am not like that. I'm not saying it's wrong or
Yeah.
anything, but I am not like that.
Yeah.
But yes, जिनका काम है सोशल मीडिया का, वो सीरियसली ले, लेकिन बाकी डिटॉक्स करना जरूरी है.
काफी ना.
Yes.
But the reason I also asked you that now was because a lot of casting happens basis social media.
Oh, this
following.
is sad, Ashravi. This is really sad. I mean, ये कब से शुरू हुआ ट्रेंड, I don't know.
Yeah.
But ऐसा है और ये गलत है.
Yeah.
I mean, पर मुझे ऐसा भी लगता है कि your talent will not hide, na?
Yeah.
Some or the other day, it has to, like,
Will come out.
it has to.
Yeah.
I mean, and it does.
Yeah.
So I think one should believe in that, no matter what the trend is.
Yeah.
And believe you me, this is only a trend.
Yeah.
It's going to go like this and it's going to come down like this.
Yeah.
आजकल तो सारी चीजें इतनी fragile, brittle हो गई है कि we never know which trend is going to change when.
That's
so
true.
I think rather than riding on a trend, you should create your own trend.
Yeah, for sure. Also, there are a lot of conversations that keep happening because of social media is these content creators turning actors, right? And I know a lot of actors are like, they're still a little iffy about it. What is your take on it?
I'm cool. जिसको जो करना है वो उसने वो करना चाहिए. And I don't think nowadays it's not like you can do this, matlab you cannot do this. ऐसा रहा नहीं है. People are multifaceted. People are more resourceful these days because of social media. And I think which is great. I think one should be very secure in their skin and just keep your head down and keep working. That's the mantra I've been following. And I think it works.
Coming back to Manwa, what was that one thing in the script that probably your gut told you, pick it up, lap it up?
एक तो it's based on a true story. And you know me as a person. I get magnetically pulled if there's something layered, complex, dark. I will go there and I'll look first. कि क्या है? मुझे चाहिए. So this happened. क्या है? मुझे चाहिए. This happened. And I think the character itself, she's a mother, she's a woman, she is helpless, she is not independent. And I think that was very challenging to accept mentally. You're going to play such a character. And Baki, I would give it to the language. The language was different. The way I dressed was different. I've never been seen like this before. So these criteria were there. But I think what pulled me more is the complexities of the character and the dark side of it.
Did you audition for it?
Yes, I did actually.
Yes.
I mean, we look tested for it. But there were more people with me who tested for it as well.
But listen, when that happens, when that you're running for a show or a film, and you know that there are other people also testing for it, of course there is one pressure to deliver. But how much pressure is it also to know that, I really should get this, because if I don't, somebody else will, and this is really something I want to do.
I like a little jitters in life. Okay, so you get a lot of jitters in such situation, and I love my jitters. I think they keep me grounded. They give me a reality check, and sometimes when you sort of digest a rejection, you are more ready for any situation in your life. And I think that's a part of your life. So pressure to hota hi hai, but it's a good pressure, I would say. It's a positive pressure to be the best you can be. So I like.
But these jitters that you're talking about, it's not like, you entered the industry and the next day, you were here. I know there is so much that you've gone through to be where you are today, right? So when was it that you realized, what, get yourself together, it's okay, cry about it, get over it, and now we need to move on? Which project rather was it for you that you realized, I have to take rejections better? I cannot let them sink me.
Very initially, I was cast in a film, a Marathi film, and then 2 days prior to the shoot, I was replaced.
Okay.
And that really got to me. And I did not have a pleasant time for a very long time. But I think that also made me. And like I said, it's like Karela in your life. You have to have the sabzi once in a blue moon. It's necessary, good for your health.
Did you know why you were replaced? Was there a logical reason to it?
So I was told that I'm squint, right?
What?
Yeah.
You're joking.
No, I was told so.
Did you not kind of...
Oh, I was devastated.
Yeah.
I was devastated. Of course I was. I did not have a nice time for a couple of months after that.
Yeah.
But I think...
But how does somebody get over this?
A strong person like me, maybe.
Yeah.
Who doesn't take life or myself so seriously.
Yeah.
हो सकता है, तुमको लग सकता है, ठीक है.
When was the first time you realized that, damn, I have become a household name, everybody knows?
Oh, this is very latest, you'll be surprised. But after doing my Marathi show, Hasyajatra, I think people are crazy about it. And
you are telling me Hasyajatra is the reason why you become famous? I am not buying this bullshit.
No, I'm not saying that is the only reason. But household, yes, I give it to Hasyajatra for reaching each and every household everywhere in the country and outside the country.
You don't think it was Dunyadari?
Of course it was Dunyadari. Television का reach अलग है.
That is absolutely true.
Please, let's accept it. अलग है. And I would give it a lot to Hasyajatra. Honestly.
In this era where they are making part 2s of so many films, which is that film of yours today that if you sit back and you're like, this film deserves a
Oh, there are
Part
so
2.
many.
है ना?
I think Pune 52 deserves a part 2.
Yeah.
Hunter deserves a part 2.
Hunter deserves a part 2. Oh my god.
And, there was one film of mine called No Entry Pude Dhoka Hai. It was an official remake of No Entry.
No Entry, yeah.
I think that also
Deserves a part 2. You know, because you spoke of Hunter, don't you think that film back then, yeah, it was sexual awakening of so many men back then that a lot of the Hindi industry
Sexual
people awake, but it was sexual awakening, guys. Like people are like, oh my god, Sai Tamhankar. And what you did in that film, right? Did you know that that is A, going to happen with your film? Second, that even kids right now probably are rediscovering Hunter and they're like, wow, what is this even? Do you know this is happening? And do you get DMs? So answer these questions literally like this.
Okay, so I'd be very honest. Hunter was a film which was ahead of its time.
Yeah, for sure.
And we had no idea that it'll go on and become a cult film. It was like Andaz Apna Apna. It did not do well on box office, but it's a cult film.
For sure.
And you know, I had gone to Himachal Pradesh. Generally, when an actor who's working in a regional space more, when he goes out of Maharashtra, he's confident that, oh, nobody is going to recognize me. But there were two Punjabi kids and they spoke in Punjabi and they asked me whether I was the same chick from Hunter. At that point, I was flabbergasted. I was like, what just happened? And then I realized, okay, I mean, it had not really sunk in.
Why?
As in, you know, like I said, my friends, my family, it was very hard for them to digest what I had done in the film. Okay.
Was it?
Yeah, it was a little bit, yes. And then after a few years, now they are okay with it.
Yeah.
क्योंकि like I said, वो time की पहले की film है.
Yeah.
And DMs, I get a lot of comments on pictures.
Oh, we read comments,
Of course.
We read comments.
And some are hilarious. Some I really like, some I repost. So yeah,
Oh
I enjoy.
damn, Hunter fan for life, bro. But listen, you spoke about regional cinema. Okay? Now, if you see the trend in Hindi cinema since the past, or rather, the Hindi speaking crowd in the past, let's say 5-6 years, actually after Bahubali, a lot of regional cinema has been getting so much love, whether it's Malayalam cinema, Telugu cinema, Tamil cinema. Okay. And I remember that back in the day, Marathi cinema was something that people really looked up to for the content that it gave you because again, very close to roots.
Yeah.
Okay. But over the past, I don't know, decade, I don't know what has happened. That shift has it is moved. I don't know why.
I think we've stopped telling more stories which are rooted, which are culture heavy. I think that's what is.
And as a talent who belongs to that industry, who's come from that industry, you figured that out, right? Okay, yeah,
I mean, yes, I feel it sometimes.
And have you discussed this with filmmakers who ever approach you for a film?
Yes, I do. I have. Sometimes, you know, the need of the hour also, like sometimes we feel we need more Cosmo, thoda, kya bolte hai usko?
Yeah, Gen Z.
Not Gen Z, metro
Stories, yeah.
Content, but I think a story which is culture heavy always works.
Yeah.
Always works.
That is absolutely
So
right.
I think we need to focus more on culture
Heavy
heavy
stories.
things and rooted stories, our stories.
So let's say if I put right now 10 Marathi scripts that have come to you in the past, let's say 2 years, and they're all in front of you. What is that one thing that you'll find common in all of them where you're like, bro, this is exactly why I want.
This is exactly why.
I don't want to do this.
Sometimes I feel people read too much into building a project rather than telling a story.
Okay, can you explain that to me?
Like, for example, you're my friend, but I see you as a project. That's the difference. I don't see you as a friend. I will not see that story as a story that I want to say. They'll see it as a project that they want to
And
build.
then move on.
Yes. I think that.
So it basically lacks the heart.
I wouldn't say that. There is heart. But I think approach में कहीं तो ना कुछ
गड़बड़ है.
गड़बड़ हो रहा है.
And also to the first question that I asked you, that because in the past, let's say 5 projects that I pick of Sai Tamhankar, I know for a fact that no characters are similar, nothing is similar, right? But does this constantly happen with you that they will try putting in a box, the box that you are running far away from?
Shravi, that has stopped, and it was very hectic.
Thank Jesus for that.
It was hectic, it was exhausting, but I kept at it, and now, no.
Now it's not happening.
No. Thankfully, it's not happening. Thankfully.
But as actors, how irritating does it get when you are probably it must have happened after Hunter that similar scripts came.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sexually awakening.
Sexually awakening. Cute. No, but isn't it irritating that you're like, yo, I did this part, move on. And even back then, when you did Hunter, because it was a film way ahead of its time, did you also know that, bro, if this flies, it flies. If it doesn't fly, people will form an opinion about it.
Listen, if you are in this industry, people are going to form an opinion regardless.
True.
So I think that did not matter. But, sometimes you have to get to the other side and think, if I'm a Shravan, if I'm a producer, I would not want to risk and cast the person who's been playing, say, a police officer really well.
हाँ.
So उनका भी थोड़ा सोचना चाहिए ऐसा मुझे लगता है.
हाँ.
मतलब एक ही track
Yeah.
पे you can't think.
Yeah.
But it is your responsibility that after a point I come up to you and tell you that, listen, I have done this, but if you can offer me something else, I'll be really happy.
Yeah.
This is your responsibility.
Yeah.
Unless you are okay with doing the same thing all over again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is that project for you that you felt like, bro, I'm glad this project happened to me because now people started looking at me from a very different POV, which as an actor you always wanted, but people are not looking at you in that zone. And when this project happened to you, you were like, wow, it has changed the course of my career.
Mimi.
Yeah.
Yes, I think it takes guts to give a Muslim Rajasthani character to a Maharashtrian girl.
Yeah.
And not everybody thinks like this. So
Yeah.
I am very grateful to Lakshman sir for thinking of me in a different light.
Did we audition for that also?
Yes, we did.
Oh.
Yes, of course we did. But this helps. Once a director sees you in a different light and you prove yourself,
Yeah.
I think variety starts pouring in.
Pouring in.
And
then it
that's
did,
how
right?
it is. Yeah, that's how it is.
Wow. Okay.
But having said this, you need to have patience because once you do something, similar kind of things are going to come to you. You have to have lots of patience.
But people talk about it, and right now it may seem like, fine, patience only. But it's not easy.
It's not.
Having that patience.
It's not.
When you are sitting at home, you have, monies to pay, you have bills to pay. You also are on social media where you see what 10,000 other people are doing. You see what your contemporaries are doing. Age is a factor. All of it. And then you feel like, damn, when? I'm waiting, but when?
When you are in that situation, you feel that this is never going to end.
Yeah.
And no matter how many people make us understand, our friends, our relatives, unless you are convinced that, okay, this is going to get over, nobody can help you.
Yeah.
And trust me, to get to that point is hella toxic and it's hectic and it's very taxing.
Yeah? Yeah. How do we get out of that place?
We have friends, we have safety nets, we have family, we have interest in other activities like cooking, traveling. So all these things
help you. Nice. Okay, talking about the projects that are lined up, we have I don't know, have lost the count because now we're going to see you on all platforms, all OTT platforms, you're going to be there. So let's take me down to each one of them. Which is the first one that's releasing after this?
Agni.
It's
with Rahul Dholak, yeah?
Yeah. Dude, that guy is brilliant with his storytelling.
Yeah, Rahul is amazing. Yes, he's amazing.
What is it about Agni that specifically struck a chord?
It's a film on a subject that should have been made, but nobody really made anything on it. So I'm very excited, and it's a very gripping story. Again, culture heavy.
Yeah, very different from what you are again.
Yes, and Yeah, there are great actors with me. There's Deventu, there's Pratik
Yeah.
Gandhi, there's Sayami Kher. So yeah, I'm quite looking forward to it.
Nice. So we have Agni. Agni is done. Next.
Next is Ground Zero.
Yes.
I don't know when that is coming out. Then there's Dabba Kate. Probably next year. Then
There's Matka King.
there's Matka King.
Oh my god, look at it! Sounds like it's pouring projects
No,
here.
I'm shooting for Matka King. It's going to take a while.
It's gonna take a
for it
while.
to come out. And there is a very interesting Marathi film called Bol Bol Rani. And there's one more film called Gulkai. It's Marathi film. So yeah, a mixed nice bag.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Wow. The last one coming your way, ma'am. You know, this house, everything that has happened to you in your career, all of that, all the hardships that you've gone through. What is the one thing you learned the hardest to?
That when you fall down, nobody's going to come and pick you up. You have to pick yourself up and keep walking. And that's the way it is, and it is what it is. Deal with it.
Yeah. Wow. This is so happy for 2 weeks. I have gone into self-analyzation of my life. But so well said, bro. Honestly, so well said. And you know, I have to say this, Sai, that because I've been so closely associated with you and I've seen your journey, there was at the start of this interview, right? We were having a conversation off record that everything that's happening in her life is everything that she has manifested, and I'm so glad those manifestations have worked for you. So for many more manifestations, quickly chill, let's manifest more things. We're going to manifest 3 directors that we really are craving to work with. Go for it.
There are
Quickly, three.
Okay, Raja Moli.
Okay. Whoa.
Sriram Raghavan.
Yes. I'll do the third one for you. Oh, Zack Snyder. Yeah, mind blown. We have Zack Snyder. I mean, she has very nicely picked 3 different ones. I'm going to actually manifest the 4th one for you, Mrs. Sanjay Lamanzari. Yeah,
Okay.
so we manifested 4 directors. If any of these happen, this clip will be picked up by Sai's fans and it'll keep playing on Instagram because they'll be like, wow, they manifested it. So for many more manifestations, for many more success coming your way, I'm going to see you super soon. Till then, this one is a wrap.
Thank you.